Hello, everybody. This is Fred Quinones from qtheexperts at eXp Realty. I am honored and thankful to have Melanie McCool from MindWorx Hypnotherapy. How you doing, Melanie?
Hey, I'm fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, for all the viewers, if you could tell everybody a little bit about yourself personally.
Sure. I'm Melanie McCool. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, and I am a Floridian once removed. I live here. I have two children who are both much bigger than I am now. and I absolutely love what I do. I've been an entrepreneur for more than 20 years myself. And now I work with, all kinds of people, but primarily entrepreneurs in my downtown office and online.
Okay, great. Well, now that we know a little bit about yourself, if you can tell us what do you do?
Sure. As a hypnotherapist, most people think of hypnotherapy and they think of things like stopping a bad habit or taking on a good one. So people think of stopping smoking, losing weight, fears, phobias, that kind of thing. And I do all of that, absolutely. But I am also the entrepreneur's hypnotherapist. So you might think of that as, yes, sometimes it is getting rid of some bad habits that could hold you back from your potential. But it is more about installing those habits of highly successful people. And since I've been an entrepreneur for more than 20 years myself, having worked with thousands of people across the world, it seems like the same things come up over and over again. And hypnotherapy is incredibly effective in helping people to, I think of it as take their foot off the brake so that they can move forward past the procrastination, self-sabotage, to
Yes.
reach their highest potential. So I free adults to reach their highest potential. That's my mission in life.
Well, free me, please.
Sure. Let's do it. Ready?
Oh, oh, so you're doing it now. So, so pretty much, if I'm understanding, so you've taken like proven methods that you've seen over time with other successful business owners, entrepreneurs, and you've established these certain criteria that you kind of mentally install into uh, entrepreneurs to help them get beyond like the crutches that they might have in their mind. Am I understanding properly?
Well, yes. So you can imagine that there would be con- considerable repeated patterns that are in people that would keep them from either taking action or taking action that might sabotage their money making abilities. And having seen these patterns over time, I work to, I call it, remove the programming that's keeping them where they are the same, and installing the programs that will help them to thrive. So it's not just about putting in the
Hmm.
good. This is what's really important, because there's a lot of hypnosis that people can listen to. But I'm a hypnotherapist, and that includes, and it is the requirement of working to really debug the system before we put in the new program.
And I think I've watched a little bit of some of your, content. And I think what you were talking about is that as you were born, you've been programmed to uh, repeat certain habits because that's what you've been used to and taught and programmed. And
Yeah,
because of that, you keep on repeating history, if I'm correct, right?
exactly. I think of it as the programs that were installed before you were 7, 10. Sometimes they're installed a bit later if it's a highly emotionally charged event. You form beliefs about yourself and your place in the world, especially as around money for
Mhm.
entrepreneurs. And those beliefs, they totally influence the way that you think, and then the way you feel. And the way you feel will influence the way you act or don't act.
Mhm.
And essentially, since you're running the same program, you can imagine a program, it just runs and runs and runs and runs. It creates the same thing over and over again. And
Mhm.
so are people. And they don't realize that it's a program they picked up when they were very, very young. And if
Sure.
you just copy paste into the future, it gets really, really frustrating, especially when you've done a world of personal development, professional development,
Mhm.
invested, perhaps even hundreds of thousands into yourself and your business. And you're still like, why can't I increase my income? What is going on here? What's going on? And it does turn out to be these underlying patterns that I talked about, the programs, the poverty programming that keep people with a foot on the brake.
Yep. No, I do understand because like I had mentioned to you before our video, like I do uh, check on myself occasionally, and I do realize that everybody probably has limiting
Everybody's got
factors.
them.
Everybody's got them. Yes. So
Yeah.
I call them demons. They could be just programming, right?
Yeah, so we've got lots and lots of language around it, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what somebody calls it even. The point is I recognize them and it's my job. I think of myself as like the surgeon, right? So I'll just go in and like pull that out
Yeah.
and leave you free to be you without all of that baggage that's
So
unnecessary.
could I ask, now that, people have a little bit of an understanding, how would one go about, like, you know, how does the process work? Like, can you do this virtually? Can you do this in person? Like, are there a number of sessions that you need in order to accomplish this task?
Yeah, well, I work with most of my clients are virtual these days. But I still have my downtown office, Newport Richie on Main Street. So I do see clients in person. I work one-on-one with clients, and depending on what's going on, we'll have the number of sessions will help them to be free of what they want to leave behind. I also work in groups. So I have a group called Program for Prosperity, and I work with people to really unpack this and also to learn the superhuman ability I think of as self-hypnosis. So that's another offering I give, is I give you the ability to program your own mind so you don't need a hypnotherapist. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that is
I
pretty.
work myself out of a job. It's all good.
Yeah, but then, just by referral, people like, she just taught me how to program my mind and fix myself. So,
That's it.
that's a great
We
power.
all have that ability. It's just we weren't taught. And so I teach this, I give this
Of
to all my
course.
clients. Yeah.
So, in regards to being able to reach out to you to be able to utilize this service, and I'm sure you probably have other services as far as hypnosis, like you had mentioned, other than just the entrepreneurial side, right?
Mhm.
That you provide. How can one reach you in order to be able to, utilize your services?
Well, because we're talking about the different things that I do in hypnotherapy, that would be to go to my website. It's mindworksco.com. You can also search MindWorx. If you're near Newport Richie, it's going to pop up. And you'll
Sure.
see lots of great reviews. Thank you. And of course, you can contact me there and book a call, because that's the first step, is for us to connect and find out how it is that I can help you to take those next steps.
Sure.
You can also connect with me on Facebook. I have, of course, Instagram, YouTube. Look up Melanie McCool. I don't think there's many of me.
There's not many McCools out there.
There's
I
not
definitely.
many McCools out there, but actually somebody else already has my name, so I can't say, but there's no .com, but that's okay. Yeah, absolutely do connect with me on social media, and you'll find links to access lots of my programs, including webinars that are upcoming and different things that I do to really serve the community. What I didn't say is that the methods that I'm using and teaching and giving entrepreneurs are so incredibly important today because of the massive amount of stress that we've been under. So I do a lot of giving. I have a group where I literally just give the hypnosis sessions through just to help people to come down out of that stress space and get back into that beautiful, genius, creative mind that you have.
Yeah, no, and it is true, because especially here in America, it's just work, work, work.
Yes.
And, people definitely put themselves out of balance very quickly here in
So,
this country. So,
mhm.
so once again, you said social media, and on the video, I'll have all of the handles for people to reach out to you. Is there a number that you have that people can call if they want to set up an appointment as well, or is it just through the social?
Well, you can text it. I'm not very likely to pick it up. because I don't unless I'm actually sitting at my desk. And
Of course.
if I'm sitting at my desk, I'm with a client. And if I'm not sitting at my desk, I'm playing, because that's one of my rules for life. So 813-803-2403, 813-803-2403. You can absolutely text me and I will get back to you.
Sure.
That makes sense for both of us.
Well, Melanie, just in case anybody might have missed this information, it'll be also included in the post. If you need to reach out to her and you just don't know where to go, you can reach out to me too, and I'll direct you over to Melanie as well. But I definitely want to thank you for allowing me to showcase you and your wonderful business. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity. Take
Yeah,
care.
absolutely. So from Fred Quinones at qtheexperts at eXp Realty, and Melanie McCool, right, at MindWorx Hypnosis.
Co.com.
Yes.
Awesome.
We thank you for joining and have a great day.